Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back, I guess. This is Krydax and pYanodon's Season 3. Comment if you got the reference. So, in the last episode, we worked on getting more... Well, what did we do? We got lard oleochemical stuff going, and we had to fix some lard issues down here and some other things. I don't totally remember everything we did. And I have a pot of coffee brewing right now. I don't currently have any coffee in me, which is a huge bummer, but I will soon. So remind me in about, I don't know, 4 minutes to pause it and go get some coffee. So yeah, thinking more on this Zyhifo thing, I don't think we need this. I'm pretty sure we can just render... Or what am I trying to say? I'm pretty sure we can just not intentionally render fish. I'm just gonna set that to 0 because then it just won't do anything. I'll leave it there in case we want to turn that back on later. But for now, I've turned this off, which means we will never intentionally render fish in order to produce Zyhifo. If we have maxed out fish and no Zyhifo, I will not be rendering fish just to get more fish food running. Instead, we will need to render zip here, which will then cause us to produce fish, which will then cause us to get excess fish food, which will then cause us to get some Zyhifo. So does that make sense how that works? So we'll essentially let zip here rendering be the primary method through which we end up with Zyhifo. Speaking of zip here, I never put it in a box. Nobody puts zip here in a box. So I very much need to do that. Why don't I just utilize this box? Make it bigger, and we'll bring it to zip here down this way. Alright, and then wire that up. To say zip here. Zip here. It's fun to say. Less than, I don't know. 50, these are a 50 stacker? Yeah, they're 50 stackers. So 30 stacks? I don't know. Is that reasonable? That might be too many. But either way, the zip here's... Come over here's... It rhymes, don't worry. I think this will look cleaner. Do this. Okay. I think that's literally all we got to do. Okay, it did, it paused. Spotify paused. I just confirmed it. What the heck? I'm gonna have to Google that. That is so weird. Spotify pause while recording OBS. Is that a thing? Spotify pausing automatically. Someone else posted this about a year ago. Go to solution. Mobile data. No, that has nothing. Huh. I don't know. Sorry, this has nothing to do with you guys. I just got nerd sniped by wondering what the heck is going on here. It could be a Discord app setting. Potentially, which doesn't make any sense, but it could be something in Discord. All right, I need to go get my coffee anyway, so I'm gonna pause the recording for a moment. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So the zip here is on the belt. Oh, that's not powered up. Wait, where am I? Oh, I am nowhere near there. Okay, hold on. We got to use the remote view here. Get that powered up, and then that should be good to go. What do we have? 90 stacks? Huh? Let's go down to 80 stacks. You know what? No, 90 stacks fits. I'm doing it. 90 plus 30 is only 120, so that's fine. I'm gonna let Zip here run a little longer though. We'll let them buffer nicely. Okay, and then finally, we need to set up Zip here rendering, which is gonna require another belt. So, I need to set that up here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we need to do new power poles. New power poles. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. Zip here. All right. Zip here is there. 120 stacks. 250. Okay, we're still doing okay. Oh, I did request Zip here already. Perfect. All right, and then this is pretty chill. I think. Don't need to do anything special. I can definitely fit one more belt kind of along the bottom here, so I probably will. You're gonna have a bit of a power issue, power struggle. So why don't I do this, and this, and this, and then wire those bad boys up. Everything's a bad boy, according to me, apparently. And then left is Zip here. And we should make it so that that's correct. So Zip here needs to be on the top of the belt, meaning the bottom of the belt going left. Oh, this is this belt. Okay. So I could have gotten run over. Oh look, I already did it on the bottom. Perfect. That was a train dangerous moment. A traingerous moment, as we call it. In the biz. That is what we call it in the biz. Okay, and then you're gonna be Zip here. Zip here. I'm in a mood today, I guess. I woke up too early. All right, so it needs to be on the top, which is the right side here. So we copy, just copy this whole setup. And then this goes down and around. And then input priority right. Okay. Get your bingo cards out, because I had to sneeze. I loved all the responses to that, by the way. There were so many good ones. One of my favorites was the... oh, shoot. It was something... I'd have to go back and look at the comment, but it was something about the, like... promises to reconnect fluids, and then doesn't, after I deconstruct something and then I build the thing and then don't reconnect the fluids. That one got me. There were a lot in there that were really funny. One of them was the silence, sorry, I had to sneeze. And there were a lot of good ones. I can't remember what they all were now, but 300 Zip here? Sure. That might be too many, actually. What's the rate on, like, how many belts we talking here? We're talking 400 belts. So if we have 300 zip here on this belt, that means the rate is closing in on 1.875. It's 3/4 of that, which would be like 1.3 or something. We only make 0.05 zip here a second, I think, at max capacity. So I doubt we need any more. Yeah, 8.75. How many zip here doodads do we actually have? Uh-oh, what did I do? When did I rotate that belt sideways? How did that happen? When did that happen? Couldn't have been that long ago. That was scary. Scary misclick right there. Fat fingered something. So how many of these do I actually have? I have 8. Okay. And I have way too many repro complexes, which is hilarious. I only needed 3 for 9. Instead we have 1 for each. You know, mistakes were made. And at some point I'll have to improve this. For now, because I have so many repro complexes, I could just add some more zip here. But how much fish does this all use? Let's say 2 of those plus all of these together use 0.338 fish, which is not very much. Makes me feel like I should add a few more of these, or I think we're gonna have issues. I fit one in here somewhere. Looks like this is still green, so we can plop one there. And then that will allow us to build one here, here. Okay. Guess we're just building them everywhere. Anyway, I want to add more zip here so we can get some more arthropod blood going. Let's add like 6 more. Now the egg, uh-oh, wait a second. That's not a good idea. Because shoot. Eggs go down, not up. Which means this one's not even getting any, for what it's worth. Okay, I have an idea, actually. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, and I will hear no opinions to the contrary. We're gonna put eggs on this belt because this belt has nothing else on it. And then we get the fish, the stone wool, the zip here egg, we get everything we need. And then we don't need to do anything else. And then we can support a bunch of these guys. They do need to be spaced out, annoyingly, because of their fluid hatches being garbled. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Well, hold on. If I could... No, I would need to have the same fluid on opposite sides, which doesn't exist no matter how we rotate it. Never mind. There's no way to change it, so I could have every other spaced out by 1. In fact, even this isn't gonna work, is it? I need 2 spaces, or I need to offset them vertically. Which is more elegante? 2 spacing, or vertical. I don't know which is more elegant. I'll go with the 2 spacing. Like so. Need some power. We'll probably need another Ruby Poto. Just in case. And then let's see. So we got the water. Pressurized water. Let's do this. Wastewater. Oh, I could have put wastewater on the end. No, I am indeed a dummy. I had thought about that, and then my brain thought about other things, and then I forgot that I had thought about the first thing. Because, yeah, we can just do wastewater here. Again, I don't know why I'm building this manually. Do it once, copy it, and then I don't have to do it 6 times. All right. You know, like this. Okay, anyway, the wastewater can hook up here. And then the pressurized water can hook up around town like that. And then the regular water actually can hook up right here. Super nice. Okay, and then finally, I'm gonna put this one up here. Have it go underground. One tile off for this to be simple. Nothing is ever simple, is it? Okay, check out this craziness. This is the bonkerest thing I've ever did, but it'll work. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna create problems though? Getting zip here out. It is. Shoot, never mind, don't do that. We gotta find another solution here. Finding another solution is gonna look like... Okay, let's put zip here coming back up here. So that's zip here coming back. Got it. So then these ideally would just like turn left like this. But then I can't feed this building with the fish and stone wall. So I think what that means is we just need to move this all over by a few tiles. So that I don't have to worry about this exact problem. And build them there. And then this is going to be misaligned because that was supposed to be with the wastewater. That's... All of this is wrong now. Okay. Okay, and that no longer needs to look like that because it can just look like this. Much cleaner. All right, and then we've got the 2 inputs and then the output, which we'll figure out in a moment. All right, I mean, nothing too fancy here, and then we'll have some sort of output onto the belt. Let's do power. Will it connect? No. It won't. That means we need 2 power poles each. Here and here. Here. Okay. All right, so then we should just be able to copy this whole shebang With the addition of those belts. Oh, I screwed up the power pole spacing, didn't I? Okay, I think that's good. Power pole for that one. Now, what side do zip here need to be on? They need to be on the outer edge. Like so. And there we go. Cool. Are we making zip here reef in the auto mall? Do not know the answer to this question. We are not. What's it called? Reef. Artificial reef Mark 1. Pressurized reef and normal artificial reef. All sorts of artificial reef type buildings. Alright, now I am a bit concerned that we haven't seen zip here show up yet. What did I goof up down here? Nothing. We just didn't have very many. Oh. Okay, well that's fair. And this one's not getting a... Oh, we fixed that. It's just not taking hold yet because the bots take 3 years to get here, build that one, then new bots get sent. It's going to be a while before this is done. But we set it up, I think correctly. It's going to be a hot minute before it's done, and we'll find out. And then I guess we should put these in a provider chest, and that way the bots will automatically install those modules, and then we need to put a power pole there. I think for the most part that does it, and then we've got the rendering figured out, or no? No, we don't. Okay, so then this needs to output the zip here recipe if arthropod blood is less than, we'll say 70 is when we kick into zip here rendering mode. And what is this? Why do I have XIFO greater than 2000? I think for no reason, right? Now that I think this was back when I thought we needed to keep back some XIFO. But as far as I can tell, there's no purpose to that. So get rid of that. If we have XIFO, we render it for arthropod blood. Done, dusted, delicious. Okay. We are going to end up with shells. I need to figure out shell trashing now, because now we got a new contender here. So shell trashing is a thing. We can turn it to biomass, but that's really slow. So realistically, lime, I guess it's about the same. 3 seconds per shell, 2.5 seconds per shell. So I actually need to research this to get rid of all this lime. Or to get, well, yeah, to get rid of the shells, which then to get rid of the lime, I will use that in a mixture of things. I mean, I'll just provide it to trains. But then the main way that we get rid of lime is slaked lime, which we research right now. Oh, perfect. Okay. So we'll just be able to turn all of our lime into slaked lime and get rid of it. We can also turn lime into calcium carbide, which is acetylene. So then basically we're getting free acetylene if we don't count the coke cost. So we could take byproduct coke and make acetylene from it. We're getting complex here, but we could take byproduct coke, make acetylene from it, and provide that to the network fuel and such before we just trash the lime into slaked lime. Because we end up getting slaked lime from that anyway. 2 lime gets us 10 calcium carbide, which gets us 25 slaked lime. So 2 lime goes to 25 slaked lime, whereas if we go direct, we only get 20. So we actually get more slaked lime plus a crap ton of acetylene for the cost of needing a bunch of space and coke. And technically power, but I'm guessing we actually get more power back if we count the fuel value of that acetylene. But I'll say Zapier rendering's done for now. And then I guess we'll put an alarm on here just because this is the kind of thing I expect to forget about. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the shell symbol. And if shells get more than 5,000, more than 5,000 in here, we show an alert. And that way we just don't have an issue where the whole thing stops. Because if the crap stops, we got a problem. Like, the crap cannot stop. Is that gonna... Where do you think this inserter's gonna plop things? I'm actually curious. Do I have some fish? I do. Here. Let's find out. I need a few more fish. Here, give me your fish. Gotta get where I can see it. Okay, it does place on that outer loop. I wasn't sure if it would or not. All right, cool. So that is good to go. I assume the bots, yep, are still doing stuff over here. Only a matter of time until they're done with their jorbs. Actually, we might, hold on, is that, this one is going to get this power pole built, but not that one, and that power pole is necessary, so I'm actually gonna need that power pole, otherwise we'll never get built, and that one should get built by this guy. Okay. Otherwise, I think we're done. This is running. Good to go. It'll do a shipment of Zapier once we get to 500 of them. And now we're on to an exciting moment. Nexelit power poles! Oh yeah, we're gonna make Nexelit power poles. Which I don't need a special thing, do I? It's refined concrete. That's kind of annoying. Nexelit plate and stainless steel. Refined concrete. Are we using that yet in the auto mall? Sure are. Guess what? This is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Up. We're gonna do 150 Nexelit power poles. But I don't need that many in both. So wait, which one is the channel 1 one? Channel 1 is this one. So that can just be 20. I don't even know, are they an ingredient in anything? No, I don't need them in channel 1 at all. I can just remove that. Okay. Now this one I can feed fiber directly, so I shall. And then we need channel 1. Channel 1. No, not channel 1. Okay. Q. Alright, so that's all good. Channel 0. Basic filters. Nexelit power poles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stop there. I know you really wanted me to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. I really wanted to, but I controlled myself. All right, we need stainless steel. Our first stainless request, by the way. You know what? I think our base has recovered. We should probably request stainless in chunks of 20, right? Like, we're gonna use lots of it later. I mean, I guess I'm assuming that. Is stainless steel used in full amounts, or is it used in small amounts? Well, that was a bad thing to look at first. 1,000 stainless steel for a Mark II nuclear reactor. Okay, that's not chill. But yeah, I mean, we need it in 20s, 30s, 40s, 15, 40, 20, 10, 50. So yeah, I actually think we want to bring it in 20 stacks at a time. Stainless steel. And we'll change the threshold here. For a moment, I thought maybe I shouldn't do 20, but then I rethought that. And we'll buffer, we'll say 200 in the chest here. And then we gotta remember to change those to channel 1 as soon as they're built. You know, the other thing I probably should do is add more construction bots to our network. I haven't added bots in a long time. Let's do that. Also, science is dead. Why is science dead? Science just finds a way. Science is dead because of moss? Uh-oh, I probably broke moss. Yeah, I did. What did I even change? Oh. Now that's interesting. Okay. Does anyone want to wager an idea on how a train that was requesting stone got ash and gravel on it? I for a moment I wondered if it was my own fault, like I pulled my personal train up to here and it unloaded the ash, but there's also gravel here. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because this is a huge problem. I'm gonna try to see, let's go to an autosave 30 minutes ago and see if that problem was already there. I did just save it as C. Okay, let's try this autosave. Was the problem already happening? Yes. Okay. We tried 30 minutes ago. Let's try. This was yesterday's episode. Let's try autosave 36 here. See how that looks. Okay, so at this point, the moss was broken. Okay, it's been broken for a while. We tried 36. Let's go back to 25. We're gonna run out of autosaves here. Okay, autosave 25. Was it broken? It was not yet. Okay. All right, so we go forward from here. So autosave 25 onto autosave 26. I'm so curious how this happened. All right, autosave 26. Moss is... there's a shipment of just stone. 26 still seems okay. 27. Testing. Go to the moss, go to the stone. 2 trains with this stop. That one's clean. This one seems clean. I don't think that belt can get anything other than stone on it. Okay, I'm just double checking, but like there's no mergers or anything, so that one's always going to be clean. Okay. 627 is what the one I just did? Oh shit, I don't remember. I'll try 28. 28. We are... Where's Moss? Not broken yet. That's not the offending train. Alright, load 29. Gotta be getting close now to the incident. How did the incident happen? I'm just kind of baffled. Wait, I see gravel. I see gravel. And that's holding gravel. But no ash. So that means we had multiple incidents. Oh no. Okay, probably from the same place. Ash, gravel, and stone happen to go together. Okay, so let's go back to 28. Did I just miss seeing that gravel in 28? Because didn't we already look at 28? Yeah, it's in 28 too. Oh goodness. I don't know if you guys are liking this or hating this. I could see the audience going both ways. Some people are like, I love debugging. Other people are like, oh my god, this is the most boring thing ever. You should skip this. Okay, so it hadn't happened yet. So it's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. Which one of you is the problem? We already looked at that one. And we already looked at this one. It's neither of these. So it hasn't happened yet. I don't think, right? There's no gravel in there. We would see it. No gravel on these. So yeah, it's got to be a new stop. These don't have anything on them. Stone mine P. This one. It's clean. What about this one? That one's clean. Alright. I'd speed up time if I could. I don't have that capability right now. Okay, so it's about to generate another request. Maybe the offending one. Alright. Come on. Any minute now. Still no gravel. Guess it's got to get 40 slots below full before it generates another. There we go. Should pop up any second now. And voila. And voila. And now. Okay. I'm not... How many? I'm requesting 95 stacks. Aha. Still, it should have the second one by now. There we go. Okay, is it you? It's got to be this one. Iron Primary TP1. Are you the problem? This has got to be where it happens. 100%. But these are all hooked up. And they're all on set filters. And they're not emptied. What's going on? Oh, the locked slots? The prior train didn't... Oh, no. Wait, is this not... Do I need 2 locked slots minimum? Because 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is still only 48. Wait. It's a lot of 8s. Hold on. Testing. What do I have a bunch of? Ash. Perfect. Okay. So it looks like that's only 8 each. Is that actually accurate? It is. So that's only 48. So 1 locked slot should be enough to finish loading. Okay, well, it's possible we've broken multiple areas, but I'm not gonna undo an hour or 2 of progress. So we'll just have to find the breaks when they come. But what I'm more confused about is what's going on here. Or not here. Here. Do we really need 2 locked slots? Huh. Well, let's go fix moss manually, I guess. This is concerning. I'm wondering if it's related to Dan Bopes' change to have trains automatically select how many locked slots they need. I might need to ask him about how he programmed that. Because we could run into issues if we don't understand how that works. Because if we set it to 1 locked slot, you would have thought that that would do enough. Huh. Okay, so I'm minusing 30. Shouldn't the gravel be getting picked up then? I'm subtracting 6. 1,000. Wait, what is it? Oh, right. I'm reading stack sizes. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm doing negative 30 stacks added on. Oh, no. Gravel is 4,000 per train. Because it's 200 a pop. Something was wrong when we loaded gravel. How did gravel not finish loading? It should have had a locked slot. I'm concerned. And it has an inactivity condition. Those are all set filters. They're all wired up to the same green wire. Just double, triple check that. Huh. So yeah, there's some sort of issue when this was loading ash or gravel. That it was getting stuck on the loaders. But how? But how is that possible? Let's see if we can trigger a trip. Let's see, where can I find some gravel? Here. I'm just gonna steal some gravel. I don't know if that's enough, and I'm gonna try to make this happen. Well, time to debug the train network. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious how this happened, because we had locked slots there. So it shouldn't have had stuff stuck in the loaders. It just shouldn't even be possible. So what the heck is going on here? Oh, of course that's not enough gravel. I need 10K. Where's the nearest gravel? Gravel up here? Nope. See, now that says 900, so the locked slots 2 is working, but I shouldn't need 2 locked slots. Should I? Is there a 1 tick issue? But it was gravel. Gravel stacks to 200. So 1 locked slot would be more than enough to handle all of the extra. See, look, it was exactly 48 stone. That worked exactly how I imagined it would. So how did that happen? What on earth is going on? If anyone has any ideas, please let me know, because I'm super confused by this. Like, I'm missing something, or it's possible there's a bug. Like, you can never truly rule that out. But I'm imagining it's not a bug. So I'm just trying to figure out how that happened. Because the amount that it can overfill should only be 48. Which isn't enough to be more than 1 stack ever of anything. So I'm at a loss. Okay, well, let's fill that up. We should see a gravel train appear for gravel trashing. Yep, this guy. And it says 3,600. It probably would have normally been 3,800. I'm actually I'm gonna pull a fast one here. I'm gonna steal the gravel from the train. Oh, then it's never gonna leave. I need to wait until it's ready to go. No, I guess it'll steal all the gravel from here and then do inactivity. But then I won't have the gravel. We'll just wait till it's full and then take everything. I guess I should hop in the train just in case. So yeah, this one should stop when we've got 48 gravel in this square. What the heck? Now, I do remember there was one of these areas where I hadn't wired up or I hadn't properly done the filters or something. But do you guys remember something like that happening? I'm genuinely at a loss for what could have caused this. And we've never had it happen before, either. Like, we've used this exact design for a long time now. I mean, there, we just watched it properly load gravel. And I don't think it would ever grab gravel and ash at the same time. And even if it did, the Dan Bopes thing is supposed to change locked slots automatically. That's why we set it to 1. The locked slots are dynamic based on how many items are being requested. And we even confirmed that. Secondary inventory. Locked slots 1 for that. Wait, but that was a trash gravel that came to pick up, and it had 2 locked slots when I had a 2 on this one. So I guess it's the original station that determines locked slots for everyone? That's interesting. But I just can't fathom what went wrong here. I'm really concerned and confused. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go back further. I think we were at 27. Let's see if we can find when the gravel ended up on those belts, because we saw gravel on the belts, so now it shouldn't be that hard to find when this happened. Okay, so there was stone on the belts. This one came for gravel and got stone on it. Oh no. Okay. So that was autosave 26. What's going on at autosave 25? Oh my god, all it takes is 1. All it takes is 1. Oh wait, but there's no issue here at 25. Okay, now I'm confused again. Because I thought maybe this had been going on since we started this train station, and it just always had something backed up in it. Because if we have some extra stone, Then the stone gets loaded, then we get 19, and now gravel's extra. So like, it's a problem that propagates itself because we never have enough locked slots to get rid of the trash gunk. So there's always trash gunk left over. But the problem is, somehow, it's completely clean right now. No, it's not. There's some stone. Okay, so there's gunk stone there. That might be what's going on. Let's load the longest away autosave. And is there gunk in there? Oh, how much has this broken of my base? Yeah, there's gunk in here. All right, well that answers all questions. Cool. Well, we know the fix. It's fixed. So did this... There's so many episodes ago when I built this iron. I mean, it was just last week, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago. But when I built this iron, was there a time when we just missed it at the beginning when I had these wired up wrong? I think I had these wired up wrong. And I think that started the cascade. Well, it's not so much a cascade as just the can kept getting kicked down the road. Because if we only have one locked slot, that locked slot gets filled with the thing we didn't want. Let's say it was coming to pick up stone. It gets filled with the 10 gravel that was left over. Now we only have exactly 19 slots for stone, but it's waiting for exactly 19 slots of stone. So then these still have stone left over in them and, you know, repeat ad infinitum. But what that also means is wherever that stone and gravel has gone has potentially corrupted somewhere. So our base could be broken in any number of ways. The good news is a lot of them are filtered, so like maybe it brought stone to here, but it wouldn't matter if it brought stone to here. We'd have a few stone in here and it wouldn't break the base. So there's a lot of places those things could have gone that wouldn't break the base. I am a bit worried about ash. Let's go check on our ash trashing. Which is where? Here. And let's see if there's some gravel on this belt, because there probably is. Okay, well, I'm glad we figured it out. Again, I apologize if that's not your favorite kind of gameplay. Some people really enjoy it because that's what, you know, it's real. Like if you play pyanodons, this sort of thing will happen to you and you'll have to figure it out. And so it's fun to try to figure it all out. Yep. No, wait, that's ash. That's the right thing. Coal dust is not the right thing, but that might be ancient. I remember we had coal dust issues a while ago. So that's possible that was there for a long time. All right, so now we gotta check all these to see if there's gummed up stone or gravel in any of these. No. We gotta check all the loaders going into the buildings. No. Okay. Those loaders are fine. Those loaders are fine. Where did the ash go then? If not here. There was some coal dust on that one. And there's some coal dust on this one. But again, I think that was an old problem, not a new problem. I remember we had some coal dust issues. Okay, so I guess the gravel didn't go here. Then where did it go? Where else would ash get delivered? To trees? Not many places requesting ash these days in large quantities. Well, if it brought gravel plus ash here, that would have been fine. And there's no stone in there, so I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know nothing. What do I know? I don't know much. All I know is we should have Nexelit power poles. What? Still no? Did I forget to change it to channel 1? Sure did. All right, we're about to see our first Nexelit power poles, which are going to go into my personal inventory, so I have a few of them. And then we'll probably take a look at some of our train blueprints. It's not going to change that much. Like, I don't mind the medium power poles. It's not like they're ruining anything. And I'm using the big power poles for train blueprints already, so these won't really change anything for like the big blueprints. But where they will help is in congested spaces like this. In fact, there was a specific area, where was it? Was it the auto mall? There was somewhere where we have like 1,000,000 belts jammed in and I can't fit any more. I don't think it was science. Those are, it might have been something like this. But yeah, I mean, like right around here, the power is at a premium. You know, it's like we might need... Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it was. But the issue that I'm talking about, that I know we've had multiple times, is powering up these 6 loaders requires a pole next to them. I can't put it on the other side because it doesn't reach far enough. And I can't put it like over here because it doesn't reach far enough. So I've had to put a pole on each side, and that's prevented me from having enough space for like belt stuff before. So I think I have somewhere that I could have used a Nexelit power pole, but for the most part, Nexelit power poles are more for convenience than anything else. But I'm still very excited to have them. Look at their massive reach. They are taller. And they're bulkier. I don't love that. Visually, they're much noisier. They're like a lot noisy. I mean, that's like when you think about how much is being blocked, not to mention there's even some see-through on these guys. And Nexelit power poles have no see-through. They have no chill. I actually don't like that they turn diagonally depending on their orientation. Theoretically that's cool, but it kind of actually bothers me that they're not all the same. Interesting. But yeah, I will need to think more about, like, these cover up a lot more behind them than medium power poles do. You know, you can never really hide behind a medium power pole. You can get close. You know, that's kind of close to hiding. But you can still sort of see me through there. You can see my backpack, but like here, you can completely get lost. Anyway, I digress. I'm very excited to have Nexelit power poles. They'll be useful in a lot of places and just generically convenient in a lot of other places on top of that. So, with that, I believe our base should be running now. Moss is running again, which means science should be sciencing some more soon, because that seemed to be the problem with science. Let's just kind of guarantee, yep, Moss is still the problem. Cool. All right, well, we're gonna call it an episode there. We did some good debugging. We got Nexelit power poles set up, and we finished out our zip here setup for arthropod blood. So in the next episode, we should be able to resume creating our hydrogen peroxide station. What am I'm looking for zip here. That's what I'm looking for. I just want to see if all these are running. They actually are. To my surprise, we did it correctly and it's all running. That I almost can't believe it. Let me double check pressurized water numbers. Yeah, we only need like 30 a second. Okay, so that's not a problem. Yeah, definitely not a problem. All of that uses 40 pressurized water. All right, so zip here are good to go. Production rate of them. Wow, we had gone 3.5 days. 3 days since I produced zip here. It's crazy. That's truly nuts. And now we're settling in at 5-6 a minute, which is good. That's closer to 0.1 a second. which will allow for more Zyhufo to be created as well. And then all those get rendered for arthropod blood. Sweet. All right, well, as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one.